Good evening, everybody. How are we tonight? I'm going to be talking about a few different topics tonight, but feel free if you want to talk about something that is irking you or annoying you or anything like that. Please feel free to, pop up on panel and get it out of your system, as they say. But like I said, I'm going to be talking about a few different things tonight. So, as usual, there's no particular topic in mind, but there are a few things that I would like to talk about and hopefully get some feedback on. And like I said, if you have something you want to talk about, please feel free to pop up on panel at any time during the live. I will drop the link to StreamYard after for people to pop up. Well, actually, I'll pop it in now, but I'll also, sorry, give me one sec. I'll also post it throughout the live. So if that join me on panel, please feel free to. Hey Bubsy, how you doing, sweetheart? Like I said, feel free to pop up if you've got something you want to talk about or you want to address something that I'm going to be talking about. And this is something that's actually very important to me. So, like I said, if you want to pop up and be here when I talk about it, feel free. If not, it's all good. But I'm going to be talking a little bit about how the treatment that people get in YouTube and how people get treated on the outside of YouTube by people that they say are their friends. Now, I'm 40 years old and I've been a victim of being bullied, physically and emotionally abused throughout my life. And I know how hard that is to overcome. So when someone comes to me and talks to me about those things and I say I understand from my perspective because I know how hard it is to break a vicious cycle that you think that you somehow deserve to be treated like shit by people, and how you think it's okay to be put down because you can handle it. It's not about handling it. It's not about accepting what people are saying. It's the fact that you think because you've had it your whole, you've been treated like shit your whole life, you think you deserve that for the remainder of your life. And I'm here to tell you guys that you don't. You don't deserve to be treated like that. If you're, for example, you're on a weight loss journey and you're doing it at your pace, like I am, and then you continue to get called fat, that is disrespectful. That is fucking hurtful and uncalled for, because there are people out there who think that if they can say something horrible to you, then they can feel good about themselves for just for those few precious seconds. And I've always been told that if people pay you out or people disrespect you, it's just basically their own insecurities. Hey, Aussie Jen, how you doing, sweetheart? It doesn't mean that they're insecure about themselves because they're saying something horrible about you. It means that if someone's putting you down and making you feel like shit about yourself, it means that person's a fucking idiot, to put it bluntly. Now, I've dealt with depression the majority of my life. And when I say the majority of my life, I'd say probably more than half of it. I've always believed that treat people how you want to be treated, but sometimes it's very hard to do that because the person is so up and down with how they treat you. So you've got to try and make sure that you choose your timing for when you have a comeback, or choose your timing for when you can stick up for yourself. I say from this day forward, no more Mrs. Nice Tummy. If you say something horrible about me and I happen to hear it with my own ears, then we're going to have issues. I don't give a fuck what people think of me from here on out. I don't care. Yes, I swear a lot. Yes, I mention where my PayPal is a lot. Yes, I do ask for people's help, but I always add, don't do it if you can't. I do my best to always make sure I add that. Now, I've never been one to grow up with having nice things, so to speak. I never had and even to this day, I've only had, say 2 pairs of brand name shoes in my entire life. And I'm 40 years old. I've never owned an Adidas jacket. I've never owned an Adidas pair of pants. I've never owned anything Nike apart from one pair of shoes. You know what I mean? I've never had any of those materialistic things that make you Miss Popular in the school ground. I've never had perfect hair. I've never had perfect skin. I've never had anything perfect in my entire life. But you want to know something? I'm who I am. I don't need an expensive handbag that I carry around with me to make myself feel like I'm worth something. I know that I'm worth a lot. And I have people in here as we speak, such as Jen and Bubsy and other people that are listening in the background, and that's fine. I have people that support me emotionally. I love every single person that I speak to away from YouTube. Every single one of you, you all hold a special place in my heart. And I appreciate it. And I'm just at the point now, like I said, with the way I deal with my depression. If I wake up in the morning, well, when I should say, not if, when I wake up in the morning and I know that it's going to be a bad day, I stay in bed. Okay, I don't go and inflict my upset mode on someone else because I'm feeling like shit. So, hey, I'm going to go criticize someone else to make myself feel good for those few seconds that I make that person feel like shit. You know, there's some people out there that deal with their depression in other ways. There's people out there that do drugs. There's people that drink. I'm not here to judge them, but I'm here to say that's not the answer. You know, and like I said, I'll sleep the day away, and it's very easy to do. Believe you me. Hey, DJ Aussie Mum, how you going? It's very easy just to sleep the day away than picking up a bottle of bourbon or whatever and try and think that that's going to numb the pain, because eventually I'm going to pass out and I'm going to wake up the next day with a fucking pounding headache and I've got to deal with that. And then everything I felt the day before is going to be magnetized because I don't know who I've messaged and said, I'm feeling like shit. There are people even on YouTube to this day that think it's appropriate to disrespect me. I don't care though. Why don't I care? Because I know that I'm better than the insults. I know that I can overcome that. And I know it sucks. But just remember, drugs and alcohol, I've done pot. And I'm like, again, I'm 40 years old and the worst drugs I've ever done is pot. And it made me feel worse about myself for the simple fact that I didn't feel, it was like I was paranoid a lot. And I headbutted a wall and I fucking just wanted the pain of, people passing away from me or people just walking away. I wanted to deal with that pain. So I got stoned, I'd get drunk, I'd do all that sort of stuff. And at the end of it, I realized that there are going to be people that come into your life for a reason or for a season, whatever it may be. People come into your life I do believe every single person that comes into your life, however they do come into your life, they come into your life for a reason, whether it's just to help you through something horrible or whether it's just to be someone who listens. That person who's willing to take on board what you're feeling, be grateful that you have people like that, because there are people out there who don't have that. You know what I mean? Like I applied, unfortunately, to rent an air conditioner. I got declined. Who would have thunk it? But I don't care, because I'm not going to pay over $1,500 for a $500 air conditioner over 3 years. Like, fuck that. No. So that's not happening. Things that I personally want to do and achieve with my own life, I'm trying my best to do that without relying on anybody, without asking anybody or anything like that. Okay. And I've been accused of being a beggar. And even though I know it's in the past, I should move on from it and blah, blah, blah. But being called a beggar, would I be a beggar if I said, if anyone in chat has financial issues and they need help, create a PayPal, pop up here, talk about it if you're comfortable with it? Because if it's coming from me, people might think that it's just me trying to get more money out of people. And it's nothing like that at all. If I get donations throughout my life, I'm very, very thankful. And to protect those people who do donate, I don't mention their names on the panel who donate. And I don't, under any circumstances, circumstances mention how much, because I don't want those people to be targeted if they're in another chat. So say, for example, Bubsy donated to me. I'm not I get a text message telling me when I'm live of people that do donate. So I get that, and I just go, thank you to whoever it was that just donated. I really appreciate your help. Thank you. I will not, but if there's a whole bunch of them come through, then I'll do my absolute best to make sure that I send a private message back to them, and then I'll go live when I go live next, and I'll thank the people as a whole. I don't want people to be targeted. Like, say, for example, if Bubsy was to donate to me and then she went into another chat and she was treated like shit in that chat, I don't then want her thinking that people are now going to respect her because she does donate. That's just who I am. And I'm sorry if you less people mention that they are okay to have their name mentioned. That's fine. I'll mention their name, but for my protection, I will still not mention how much people donate. And a thank you again to the people who did donate and helped me get my shed. I do appreciate that very, 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 very much. And so, it comes down to I don't understand why people think if they have, as you all know, I've got less than 600 subscribers, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to cry wolf about it. My point being is that there are people out there that have 10,000 something subscribers and X amount of members at the same time. I'm the kind of person, like I spoke to Belle before I went live tonight. I was saying about how I'm not going to have people, like, if you for membership, say I charge $3 a month. Fuck that. I would rather know that $3 can go towards a loaf of bread for yourself, or that loaf of bread can help you make sandwiches for your kids' school lunches or your husband's work lunches or something like that for the week, than donating $3 to do a membership. I see as if people want to donate, just do PayPal. I don't care if I ever reach 1,000 subscribers to be able to get that. It's something that I personally will not do. People send super chats and super stickers. I don't know if that's automatic. I think that I was told that I have to activate it, but I won't be, because there's no point to it. So, hang on, sorry. I hope you. I'm glad that you're feeling better, DJ. That's awesome, honey. I hope you continue on the up and up, honey. My thoughts are with you. Please, sorry, did I highlight someone's comment? Yes, I did. Please, continue getting better, darling. Hey, Belle. And like I said, I just don't want people ever feeling as though that they're obligated to do something. I will never do, even if it sounds like, but even if I do ever reach the 1,000 subscribers, I won't be doing the members only chats where only members can type. I want every single person to have a voice on my channel. I do not want people feeling as though that they can't have a voice on my channel. And like I said, there are people out there who, obviously, if you have thousands of subscribers, you've got an obligation to meet up to. But I don't see the point in making other people feel like shit because you're having a bad day. If someone is saying something horrible about you, you should, no matter what the circumstances are, you should always feel as though that you have a voice, and you should use that voice for, sticking up for yourself and saying what you're saying, and never feel bad for that. Never feel bad for having a difference of opinion. Like, I have people at times disagreeing with me with what I think about the Chris Watts case. And you know what? I find that fucking awesome, because I don't want everybody because I'm the person on panel, I don't want people saying, like, for example, if there are people out there who think that Chris Watts is protecting Nicole Kessinger, and he will continue to do so until his parents pass away because he wants to protect them. Let's just say that's true, and Chris didn't do anything to his wife or his kids. All right. If there are people that disagree with me on that, that's fine. Disagree with me. Don't argue with me and throw horrible words at me or anything like that. Just have a difference of opinion. Yes. I just want people to know that I don't turn down anyone who wants to be on panel. Well, obviously, I do turn down a few people. Like there's a certain individual that appears backstage, or certain individuals that appear backstage and stuff, and I don't want them on my panel. Guess what? They just won't be brought up. But long story short of things, every single person who wants to come up here and show disrespect and criticize other creators, then I'm sorry, from today or even from New Year's Day, it's not going to happen because I'm not going to put up with that. I don't have a very big reputation on YouTube, but the reputation that people have put across about me has made me look like a fucking idiot. And I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? I just don't, because it comes down to I am who I am. I can't change that because of one person saying something horrible about me. Does that mean I'm going to tell people that, oh, that can't happen, or this can't happen, or whatever, or you can't have that opinion? Excuse me. You know, like I said, I've been judged one way or another throughout my life. And I know how horrible that is. I've been used in my life for one thing or another. I thought at one stage the only way you could keep a person in your life, male wise if you're a female and female if you're a male, is to fool around with them. And now it's like I see it as that there have been some amazing people that have come into my life, and I will treasure them and the memories I shared with those people for the rest of my existence. You know, and I thank every single person who has come into my life and has made it better, and who has made me laugh and smile and cry, because you've got to take the good with the bad. But I will say, if there are people in the background who think it's their duty to leave nasty comments about somebody, I've got an idea for you. Write it down on a piece of paper, fold it over, and then rip it to shreds, because your nasty comments will not sit with me. You know that I can't read all the comments straight off the bat. You know that. So here's an idea for my mods from now on. Please, if you see nasty comments towards anybody in my comments when you're going back through a live or anything like that, please delete them. I'm not keeping them up there because, oh, this person commented this and it's nasty and this is in this. No, because I value all my subscribers. I don't want people to ever feel as that they're being bullied. You know, I want people to feel safe on my channel. So I give my permission to every single one of my mods. You see nasty comments, delete them. Screenshot them and send them to me and delete them. But like I said, I just don't care. YouTube needs to lift their game on how to protect channel creators on their platform. They need to find ways that, if, say, for example, if I block somebody, it means I block everything to do with that person. If that person then, that person then instead blocks me, I can't find anything about them on YouTube. And that's the way it should be for all creators. You know, there's creators out there that talk, like I said, that talk to the Watts family. They block people, but you're not being able to block them from being able to find your channel and find the content and cut and whatever with your content. So I would like to I would love to be able to do a petition on my channel where it's like, should we be able to block people when we block people on YouTube? Should those people be blocked from being able to find our channel? And I personally think they should be able to, because we need protection. Not all of us can afford what's that other bloody platform? Someone help me out here. I can't remember what it's called. Oh fuck. I can't remember what it's called. Armchair Detective uses it a lot. Does anybody know what it's called? Hey, Kitty Witty, how you doing, darling? Oh, what is it called? You pay. No, it's not TikTok, sweetheart. No. Patreon. Yes. Thank you, Kitty Witty. Yeah, I'm sorry, but for Patreon, I don't know if they do it so you can just do things and people don't have to pay. I see it as I would not like to have to go to Patreon to be able to have my channel protected because of the simple fact that, as far as I'm aware, you have to pay to listen to things on Patreon. So why would I suddenly turn around and say, okay, I'm not going to have membership on my YouTube channel, but on Patreon, if you want to listen to me ramble on, you've got to pay a certain amount of money a month or whatever. Fuck that. No, I shouldn't have to go to that extreme to feel as though that I have to. And it's just bullshit. It's Patreon, Bell. It wasn't TikTok. I would love to do a TikTok chat. I have a TikTok, but I don't add people to it. I don't do anything like that. I just go on there for a laugh here and there. So that's the difference between me and a lot of other TikTokers, as they or talkers. That sounds horrible. Hey, talkers. What do you? What do you do for a living? Oh, I make videos on TikTok, so therefore I'm a talker or I'm a ticker. So I just say TikToker. But no, but like I said, it comes down to there are people out there that get bullied. And there are some people that can handle it. There are some people that handle it by being verbally abusive on their channels and stuff like that. And there are people that suffer in silence. And my heart goes out to each and every one of those people who do struggle with depression, anxiety, post traumatic stress, all that sort of stuff. I know how hard it is to go through all of that. I do because I suffer from it. I've been back on my antidepressants for quite a number of months now, and I'm happy with that. And it's hard, it's hard to make sure that, at least once a month I have enough money to buy my meds, even though they're, you know, cheap enough. I still have to make sure I've got enough money to pay my cleaner, shopping, phone bill, medication, travel. And that's hard to accompany all of that every single fucking month. It is fucking hard. There are people out there, like I said, who make thousands of dollars on their channels, and they make thousands of dollars and stuff like that. But you got to remember, those people have, membership. Those people have super chats. Those people have super stickers. Those people have PayPal. Those people have people who pay money to listen to them and stuff like that, and rightfully, and membership. So if I'm a beggar, how about you take the money you make from, your donations every month and you donate that to a charity or something, but yet keep in mind you've got your money coming in from the government fortnightly or monthly or whatever it is, and you've got that coming in, and that's a support. And whatever money you make on your channel is just an added bonus of what you get. That's how I feel. Whatever I make on my channel, I use that money now, because like I said, last year I wanted a laptop badly. And there are some of you in here who know that. But then my eyes started going fucking wonky and I needed glasses. So I'm sorry, I didn't buy my fucking laptop. I bought glasses because what's the point of having a laptop if I can't even read the bloody screen? So I got glasses to fix that problem, so to speak. And I still get judged for that. You know what I mean? Because I never got a chance to explain my situation to people. This time I needed money for a shed, and you all who donated came through for me. And like I said before, I'm very, very thankful for that. Like I was, like I said, I went so I didn't have to see if people could help me buy an aircon before summer's out, because it's going to be a very, very hot summer here in Australia. I would like to be able to get one, but I would like to be able to buy one outright. So then I'm not having less money in my account every 2 weeks. For those who don't know what a fortnight is, it's every 2 weeks. I don't want to be less because I'm renting an air conditioner or I'm renting a portable one or something like that. I've seen the perfect one. It's $300. It's on Gumtree, I think it is. But at the same time, I don't have a spare $300 just floating around going, spend me, spend me, spend me. I don't have that. But, and it's from a proper shop sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's not a private shop. But that's on me. If people want to help donate, help me get the money so I can get it, great. If you don't, then that's great too. And it makes me angry that there are people out there who are arseholes to other people that still get like super chats, super stickers, and all that sort of shit. And the funny thing is, though, we see all of that on the screen. But at the end of the day, we don't see when someone donates to my PayPal, it doesn't come up on the screen of how much somebody donates. And I'm very, very thankful for that because then it protects them. And that is my goal at the end of the day, to always make sure that I do whatever I can to protect people. I get so angry when there's people out there who think it's their duty to make someone else feel like shit about themselves or make someone else feel worthless because they're having a bad day. Or they, as they say, my grandmother used to say, oh, they woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That's not on, like, if someone wants to come up here and start abusing me, they'll be dropped down for one, that's for sure. They won't be allowed on panel. But the point being is the fact that this goes out to anybody out there who has ever said something horrible about me. What satisfaction do you honestly get out of it? How does it, do you feel, you say you said it in the heat of the moment, but here's the funny thing though, is that even if you say something in the heat of the moment, you still have a chance to explain it was in the heat of the moment. You don't wait till somebody comes up to you and goes, oh, why did you say that about Tammy? Or why did you say that about DJ or Belle or Bubsy? Why did you say that about them? And then say to them, oh, it was a heat of the moment thing. You've had X amount of time between the moment you said it and to the moment I confronted you to come to me and say, hey, listen, there's been something that I have said on YouTube about you, or I have said to one of your friends about you, and I'm just letting you know it was in the heat of the moment. I didn't mean it, and I'm here to apologise up front before you hear about it. Then I'll be more inclined to be able to forgive. But when you go and say something, say on the 5th of June, and don't say anything, say to the 10th of November, because it's been brought to me, I'm sorry, but you've had 5 months to say something. 4 months, sorry. And you haven't bothered. So by you saying it was in the heat of the moment, it's lost its shine, so to speak. And I'm just at the point now, like I said, where I'm just, oh, what have I done? Kicked myself out, haven't I? I'm training myself not to kick myself out of the studio and to not touch any buttons when I'm live because, yeah. But no, like I said, if you have someone in your life that you care about and you consider a friend, try being that friend. Don't make them feel bad because what? They're, like I said, if they're trying to lose weight and they're not losing weight as fast as you think they should be, take a look at your own life, take hold of your own life and start thinking to yourself, okay, this person needs to say, for example, exercise twice a day. Then what needs to happen is that, hey, I've just been told I've got diet-controlled diabetes. I need to exercise too. Maybe I should organise a day, a few days a week where I go to this person's house who wants to lose weight too, and we go for a walk together. That might be something that you can push each other on. Don't try and make, the world is already full of fucking hate and the world is already fucked. Do you actually want to be one of those people who criticizes another person to make them feel as though that they shouldn't be here? Do you want to hold Can you honestly tell me that if you pay someone out enough and that person goes and self-harms, or that person goes and does something to themselves because of what you've been saying, are you honestly going to be able to hold your head up high in public or wherever, knowing the fact that the reason that person did self-harm or unlive themselves, that is because of something that you've said or something that you've done? I personally, like I said, if I wake up in the morning, and when I wake up in the morning, not if, sorry. Well, sometimes I should say if, because sometimes I wake up in the afternoon. So if or when. The point being is the fact that if I wake up and I'm like, ugh, I can't today at all. You know what? I don't go then on YouTube to find someone to put down at all. I then turn over and go back to sleep and hope that when I wake up the next time during the day or whatever, I'm feeling better about myself. Because I don't see the point in making someone else feel like shit because of I just get very, very when people think it's okay to make someone else feel like shit because they're having a bad day, or they're having a bad week, or they're having a bad fortnight, or they're having a bad month. You know, I know how horrible it feels to be like that sometimes. I do know that. I know very well what it's like to be on the receiving end of not being good enough. You know, like, I know what it feels like to be good enough to fuck, but not good enough to love. I know how that feels. I know how it feels that no matter what you do in life is never quite enough for that person to accept you. I know what it feels like to feel as though that, you know, like I said, when I say good enough to fuck but not good enough to love, simply means that you can have someone in your life that, you know, you're good enough for them to, for me, because I'm a female, and I'm sorry for being graphic here, but it feels as though, hey, you're good at, from my perspective, like I said, I know what it feels like to be fucked and not loved. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. And I've experienced it a lot in my life. But you want to know something for nothing? I love me. Doesn't mean I have to love them. They want to fuck and not love, that's fine. It hurts, but it's fine because I don't care. I know I'm not the easiest person to sometimes approach. And at the end of the day, that's me protecting me. That's me protecting me from you. I have this massive wall in front of me every fucking day. That every time I read or see something or hear something that somebody has said about me, up goes another fucking brick. And I've had that wall up the majority of my life. There was one, hang on, whoever's just backstage, just hang on a sec. There was one person who came into my life and helped me tear all those bricks down. But then that person walked away and those bricks went back up again. Now I have a special guest. I don't know who it is. Give me one sec, please, guys. It's Belle. Welcome to my panel. Belle. Belle. There's an echo.
Hello, everybody.
There's an echo.
Hey, Tam. Sorry.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Oh, here we go again.
There's an echo.
There's an echo. Hang. I got.
Okay. I think she's going to try and sort it out. I don't know. I couldn't hear you, sweetheart. When you come up, you've got to mute your YouTube. But no, but like I said, I know life for lots of people is hard. I know that there are going to be people that are going to come into your life throughout your life and going to try and destroy it. But you want to know something? The only person that can give them allow that to happen is you, if you allow that to happen. Because I'm not doing it anymore. The people that I have in my life as of today, or as of yesterday, or the day before, or whatever it may be, I have the people that are in my life now because I generally care about them. There are some that I love because they're just them. There are some people that I wish I could love as a friend, but I'm afraid of what will happen if I did do that. So I don't. There are people that I care about. There's when people tell me they've come down with COVID, it scares the fuck out of me when it's people I love and care about that tell me that. When friends tell me, I get so fucking scared, especially when they tell me they've got COVID and then I don't hear from them. I get scared. Because at the end of the day, do you honestly think that your loved one or your family or your friends or anything like that are going to take the time out of their day to message little old Tammy and say what's happening? No. So I get scared. I get worried. I get panicky. And it scares the fuck out of me. I'm fortunate enough that I have not had COVID yet. I'm very lucky. But what I'm saying is the fact that when people don't have COVID and then they get better and then I still don't see them, I get scared. And I don't like being scared. Scared is not something I do openly. Hang on, sorry guys. Okay. So what I'm saying is the fact that if you have somebody in your life that you care about, let them know. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. Don't be afraid of if someone comes up to you and goes, they miss you or they worry about you or I wish you were here or I want to see you or anything like that. Don't read into it as though they're, obsessed with you or anything like that. Just look at it as that you have a fucking friend who actually generally cares about you. You know what I mean? Like, don't let what you've heard and what you've seen and what you've read and all that. When I say seen, because you can see something without having to read it. And I, for one, have been, like I said, I've been a victim of a lot of shit in my life. And there have been people that have helped me through it. And I'm very, very thankful to those people. But here's a question for chat. How do you thank someone who hates to be thanked? How do you thank someone who every time you say thank you for being in my life, they go quiet on you? Like, I thank Andy all the time for being part of. I thank a lot of other people, and a lot of people go, you're welcome, no worries. Then there's people who you thank and then they just go quiet on you and you're thinking, okay, I've pissed them off again. And it's frustrating because you don't know if you have or they're just busy. It's fucking annoying. It's just, I just want people to be, hey, Lost Poet, how you doing? Long time no see, hun. How you doing, sweetheart? But like I said, I want people to feel as though that if you are feeling sad, if you are feeling a little bit low or whatever you're feeling, and thank you for coming in here, Lost Poet, because you just gave me an idea. When if I, like I said, if I can't sleep, I'll write a poem. If I can't write a poem and I can't sleep, then I'll cook if I can, because that's sometimes difficult for me, for those who know. And it's like, try and find something that you're good at and do it great. And like I said, it comes down to, don't let anyone dull your sunshine at all, even if you don't like sunshine. Personally, I don't. I prefer winter. And I want winter back now before summer hits. It's horrible when you feel as though that no matter what you're doing, the results are never going to be what you want them to be. And I was watching this, how could I put it? It's not the same thing, so I don't think it is, but there's this Freddie Mercury documentary I watched the other day. And Peter, not Peter, because he was a prick. I can't remember the guy's name, but I think he was referred to, his nickname from Freddie was Miami. And he goes, we're doing all these things to make Freddie comfortable, but at the end, we know it's not going to save his life. And I sometimes feel like that when I try and help people, it doesn't seem to matter what I'm doing, it's not going to help them. And, but that doesn't stop me from trying to help people, and like I said, if I had all the money in the world, every single person who ever needed help in their life, I would help them. And I'm sorry, but there are a lot of people out there that won't say the same. And I'm okay with that. But it just gets hard and hard and harder. And not in the way that most people think it gets hard. Like, I just want every single person who comes into my chat to feel validated, to feel important, to feel as though that they matter. If there is anybody who wants to come up on panel, please just put up, I don't know, let me know. And then I'll drop, you know what? Don't let me know. I'll just drop the link again. If there is anyone that wants to come up, having issues with your StreamYard, sweetheart, so it's okay if you don't come up, sweetheart. And did that work or not? Oh, yes, it did. There it is. But like I said, I just don't want people to ever feel as though that they're alone. If I could afford the full StreamYard per month, guys, I would do more lives. Believe you me, I would, so that people could talk. But for tonight, if there is anyone who wants to get something off their chest, please feel free to pop up on panel with me, and just know that I will sit back and allow you to take over the show. As long as you're not going to talk about how, certain things that are inappropriate on YouTube. But yeah, if you need any help or you just want some advice from people in chat, like I said, please feel free to pop up. And it's basically like talkback radio, but you have to read people's responses instead of hearing them. And that you don't ring a phone number, you just click a link. I want people to feel safe. And like I said, please, whoever does come up on panel, please be respectful to people in chat. If you pop up on panel, please be respectful to people in chat. And chat, be respectful to who's on panel. And I think I just repeated myself a bit. Sorry. Oh, far out. But like I said, you guys are all important to me, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you. And like I always say to people, never be afraid. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too there, Jen. Lots of people don't know how to take compliments because they've been hurt. I agree with that. 100%, I agree with that. But like I said, I'm just going to do my best to make sure that from going forward with my channel, I try not to I don't want drama on my channel unless there's only room for one hysterical queen on this channel. That's me. But no, I just want people just to focus on why they created their channels. Focus on their life. And stop trying to fix everything. Stop trying to make issues that don't necessarily have to be issues. Just focus on what makes you happy. Far out. Like, there are people out there that have channels, and I watch a lot of them. I don't participate in the chats all the time, or I can't be on there because they start too late for me. And what am I highlighting here? Sorry, guys. And it comes down to, like I said, like for me, I won't have drama on my channel. But if drama is brought to my channel, I'll address it the best way I can, and then I'll move on. Does anyone want to join me on panel? In the next couple of weeks, when he's feeling a little bit better, I'm hoping to have Andy on here to talk about, you know, his aftermath of his surgery. He's doing very well, if anyone wants to know. Tonight, he's feeling a little bit unwell. He can't keep anything down. It's coming up. So I'm hoping that he's okay. I'm hoping that it's just because he drank too soon after eating, because after you eat with this surgery, you've got to wait half an hour before you start eating, and he might have not done that. So, but I am letting you all know on Christmas night, I will also be doing a Christmas special, because that way then people who are on their own at Christmas time don't feel alone. I don't want anyone to ever feel alone on Christmas. So, and I know how that feels too. I can't do Christmas presents this year because money's way too tight. I can for a few people, as in my mum and my brother, and all the rest of that, like family wise, but I can't do anything else. I'm hoping that I can convince my mum and my brother to do Christmas here this year, because then that would be fun. I don't know how much fun, but it'd be interesting. And because I've said I wanted Christmas here on my 40th, so yes, me too, Jen. Whoopsies. I'm just when it comes to drama, it's like you don't want to involve yourself, and you tell people, shit, that was close. Sorry, guys. You don't want to involve yourself. Like, I don't want any part of drama at all. And I'm sorry, but I have a DVD shelf full of DVDs of movies that are titled drama, and I have TV shows that are titled drama. So I personally see it as that if I want drama in my life so bad, then I will personally put one of them on, or I'll tune into YouTube or not YouTube, sorry, Tubi, and I'll watch something on there that's under the title drama, and I'll watch something from that. I don't want drama in my life. Oh, and did you all hear? I think it's from June next year. Neighbours is returning. As soon as they said it was facing the axing side of things, I knew, and I mean I knew it was a publicity stunt. And yeah, I just had that inkling. I might be way off, but it's just interesting that not even a year after it's been axed, it's suddenly been renewed again. So I'm sorry, but I don't believe that sort of, yeah. Drama just on YouTube, I'm sorry, but it's just getting to the point where it's like, what's the point of it? Like, I remember when I used to tune into YouTube once upon a time, not so long ago, and there wasn't drama. And I used to love coming on YouTube. Now you'll find that a lot of people who have channels are doing pre-recordings so they don't have to deal with the drama. Now, if you want your live chats with your favorite channels people to return to what it once was, stop involving yourself in the drama. I'm still going to go live regardless, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and I know that. There are people that have, like, since having this channel, I've lost a lot of people in my life, and I've learned to accept that. It hurts, but I've learned to accept it. And yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will be back in just a mere moment. I shall be back. Give me a second. So I have to go to the little girl's room. So I shall be back. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. I'm back. Did you all miss me? Kidding. Kidding. How are we all tonight? Are we all having a nice night? I had the phone on mute. But no, like I said, I just think that there's a time and a place. Well, there's never a time and a place for bullying. Bullying needs to stop. If you see someone doing something you don't like, address it to them privately. You want to address something to me, find me on Facebook, email me, fucking whatever. Just don't make a scene about it that's going to cause more drama. That is going to make this is the one place I want people to be able to come to that they can avoid drama. And that's something that I am doing everything in my power to make sure that stops here. And I already have one person I know one person who won't put up with that shit when they're in here modding and being my friend. I know that they won't put up with it either. So I'm not going to say who that mod is because I'm not that mean. But I know from first-hand experience that enough is enough. You know, like I don't like being called stupid, dumb, silly. Like, you know, oh, that's a stupid or that's a silly or that's a dumb thing to say. I fucking hate that. But that's just me. You know what I mean? Like I'm always thriving to be the best I can for as long as I can. Trying to entertain you guys the best way I can, you know, like it's hard to do it. It is hard. But life is a learning lesson and you have to stop and realize that when you pay someone out enough, it does have consequence. You can't just walk around in life thinking it's okay to be mean to someone all the time. You know, if someone does something you don't like I said, address it to them privately. If you have a channel, it doesn't matter. Still address it to them privately. Don't try and publicly shame them for something that they either A, have no control over. Like, for example, if someone was to pay me out because I'm a blonde, I can change that, but I don't want to. If people say that I swear too much, I can change that, but again, I don't want to. And like I said, I am, you know, everything that people say negative about me, I look at that and think to myself, okay, such and such thinks this of me this week. That's lovely. Like there's pages, there's channels that I'm no longer a member of, and I tune into. When I say member, I mean subscriber. You know, I still tune in. And the thing is, though, I hear every little thing that's been said about me, just about. But from now on, I don't care about it. It makes me want to thrive to be better on my next live, and my live after that, and my live after that. Every single person out there has a weakness where they can be hurt very easily, or it takes a long time. Like, I'm no prize. Never claimed to be. Never claimed to be a saint. But the thing is, though, if I ring you through Messenger, or I ring you off Messenger, or whatever I do, if I get in touch with you, and I, you know, like last night I got a message asking from DJ asking how I was, and I was just about to eat dinner, and then I lost track of time because my brother and I started watching Bohemian Rhapsody. That is, like I said, Freddie Mercury lived an amazing life. So many inconsistencies with certain parts of that story of Freddie Mercury. Like they said about how Freddie Mercury never met a royal apart from Prince Philip. But then he talks about at one stage that he dressed Princess Diana in drag and they went out to a nightclub. You know, it's like, you're going to tell a story, tell it the way it is. But I don't know. That story, like Freddie Mercury, as far as I'm aware, had brown eyes. The guy who portrayed him in the movie had blue. Like, what the fuck, get the color eyes right. If you're going to, especially if you're going to zoom in on his eyes throughout the movie. But it was a good movie. But each to their own. I just did it again. Oh, I have someone backstage. No, that's me. I don't want to invite myself on stage. I've got two of me. Shit. What the fuck? Hang on. I'll be back, guys. That's like double trouble. But no, I just want everyone to be aware of what's going on. Like I said, like YouTube used to be fun. Yes. I found Freddie Mercury very attractive when he did the Live Aid show. And when he did a few interviews here and there with the short hair. I didn't really like him much with the long hair. That's just me. Ugh. Sorry, guys, just hopping back into bed because that's what I do best. And I was going to do some cooking, but I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I can't be bothered tonight. I'm too tired, even though I've got no reason to be. But like I said, I just want people just to start paying attention to the little things when people are upset, reach out and help them if you can. A helping hand goes a long, long, long way. But the change starts with you. If you've ever put someone down, ask yourself now, how do you feel about that all these years later? When if you're going to come out with, excuse me, I don't even think about it, then I don't know what to say to that. But no, like I said, like I have been criticized for a lot of things since having my own channel, and I just don't care what people think anymore. And like I said, I've always tried my best to state, if you want to donate to me, donate. If you don't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be having people drag me through the mud because they're having a bad day. And just remember, each and every one of you has a right to have a voice. If it isn't working the way you want it to and you want it to change, then change it. Don't keep yourself in a situation where you feel as though you have to stay there. And don't say to yourself, oh, I'm staying because of the kids. You're going to end up hurting your kids one way or another one day. And if it's leaving their father because he's being abusive to you, whether it's physical or emotional or verbal, it doesn't matter. It is still damaging you. And if it's hurting you, what's the thing you're going to do? You're going to shut down. And of course, as a result, by shutting down, you then are going to not be able to be a good parent for, say, a day, half a day, 10 minutes. Those 10 minutes you're not spending being an amazing parent that you are because of the way your husband or your partner is treating you, then that's 10 minutes of the time that you could be spending having playing a game with your child, or going for a coffee with your child, or having a phone call with your child, or something like that. Those precious minutes wasted. I personally don't have children. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, yes, Bubsy, I do panic when I get those. They scare the fuck out of me. And then it's just like, over here in Australia, we got that increase. My rent went up by $16. So that increase didn't help me one bit. It's bullshit. But no, I'm just going to take each day the best way I can. And like I said, you know, when I get donated money in my PayPal, I'm very, very thankful. I'm very, very grateful for everybody who does donate. I'm very grateful to the people who listen and don't judge me because I'm having a bad day, or people that wish to fucking, people want to call me beggar, people want to call me Miss PayPal, people want to say that I'm always pumping my PayPal, because how many of you guys here, honestly, when you go into a live chat, how many of you read the description? I know at least 50% of people who don't. And I'm sorry that I keep saying where it is. But like I said, I say it's in my description because people don't read the descriptions. Yes, a lot of those are. Mm. Hang on, sorry. No worries, Bubsy. Sounds good to me, doll. Exactly. There you go. Belle, she just said not all the time. So if I pump it and it annoys you, ignore me when I talk about it. It's easy. You know what I mean? Like, I would love, like I said, I would love if I could do a live one day and I actually walk away with my PayPal with money in it. To be honest with all of you, I'd love that, but it doesn't happen. And I'm not going to be doing, like I said, I'm not doing super chats, I'm not doing super stickers, I'm not doing membership, I'm not doing a GoFundMe unless it's someone who really needs the help. Then I'll do the GoFundMes. But they have to organise and do. They have to set up the GoFundMe. They have to come up with a panel and discuss it, what it's about, and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm fine promoting someone's GoFundMe. But in the meantime, I'm trying to get money so I can get over a year, guys, because unfortunately the shed thing got in the way, so I couldn't get it back then. But I'm hoping to one day get myself a proper portable air conditioner that I don't need to fill up with water, because I still can't lift real heavy shit. And it's annoying because I want to be able to do it. That's actually a good idea, Bubsy. Click the X box if you don't like the talk. Very easy to do. That is exactly right. You know, like, and I even got confronted one time by someone. It was many, many, many moons ago, when someone said to me, why don't, and I mentioned this earlier, but I forgot to mention this. And I got asked, why don't you thank the individual donators? And it's like, because at the end of the day, like I said, if Bubsy was to donate to me, and then say, for example, then she went into Freddie Bulsara's fan page, and there were people on the channel panel that created that channel that didn't like her. And they were coming in here, they were listening in the background, and they saw that I mentioned that she donated. What do you think they're going to do when she goes into that chat? Do you think they're going to still disrespect her, or do you think they're going to suck up her ass and hope that she donates to them? I am very, very private when it comes to that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So if that makes me a bad person, so be it. Exactly. YouTube is supposed to be entertainment, and oh, okay, I provide it. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, sorry, I'm highlighting comments everywhere I'm going. Sorry. Oh, That's very sweet. I would love to know that people would pay me for my entertainment. That's awesome. Pay me for being entertaining. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's just. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My hands are really flimsy tonight. I'm sorry. Highlighting things I don't need to. Uh, but like I said, I just want people to know that I don't want. How can I put it? I don't want people feeling obligated to be here. Like, I'll send people the link to my live. You can choose to be here or you can choose not to be. Either way, it's okay. But just before, okay, here's just some advice for everybody. If you feel as though that you're going to put someone down, here's an idea. Write it down as though you're saying it to yourself. Or someone is saying it to one of your loved ones. Write it down on a piece of paper, fold it over, and then leave it somewhere. Or if you live with someone, get them to put it somewhere. Oh, thank you, Bubsy. Tammy, whoopsies, Tammy, I'm 100% serious. All serious. You make me laugh and smile. Why not be appreciated for that? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That is really sweet of you. Thank you. And then what? Yeah. Yes, then flush it down the fucking toilet and clog it. Yeah, do that. That's good. That's a better idea. I remember when I first heard people were saying horrible things about me, I came very close to shutting down my channel. But reading what Bubsy just wrote then, well, not the arsehole, wipe it with your ass and then flush it, not that one. The nice one says that I make her smile and laugh. Not that one. That comment. I see it as that means a lot to me to know that I bring that to people's lives, and that's something that be grateful enough to be able to say the word thank you enough for saying things like that, Bubsy. So really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. But like I said, my last live, I made some money. This live so far, no disrespect, but I say I've made nothing. And I'm fine with that to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, I try my hardest to, like I said, if I could afford to do what I could do, I'm using free StreamYard. So I can't do too many lives per month, unfortunately. Hang on, sorry, hang on. Hope I didn't cause shit making comments on others' channel, but don't put my bitch I love you too, Bubsy, and that's fine, sweet. Oh, sorry. That's completely fine. I've always said that if you think that someone out there is being horrible to me, instead of just sitting and participating in their chat, defend me. Don't send me the messages of what people are saying. Just defend me. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's all good. I love knowing that I have people that will do that. I love knowing the fact that I've made the most amazing group of friends I could ever hope for. And like I said, if I had the money, I would travel to each of you and give you all a big hug. But guess what? Do not get mad at me for saying this. Considering I don't even walk away with $2 after each live, it's going to take me at least 200 years to be able to save and get to each and every one of you. So, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But I'm hoping that one day, if I do save enough money and stuff, I can actually do a competition where I can fly some of you here to spend time with me in my humble abode, not my home. in my my state. Thank you so much for all the. Yes, you did, Belle. You know, I want people to know that I do try my hardest to do a live once in a while. And, you know, like I said, I don't even walk away with $2 in my PayPal at the end of each. Last live, I walked away with a little bit more than that. But I don't get paid for being here. I don't get paid by YouTube for being here. I don't get paid by any other. The only way I make money on here is if you guys dig deep and, you know, you donate. That's the only way I get paid from YouTube. But even then, YouTube has nothing to do with what I get paid, so it's all good when it comes to that. And like I said, I am a horrible person for asking for help. And knowing that if I can ask for help, I get the help. Most of the time I do. But here's the thing that upsets me though, is the fact that when I put my heart and soul into something, it falls on deaf ears and people think I'm horrible and people think I'm this and people think that I'm that. But at the end of the day, when people are being horrible, I close the door to it because I do what I do the best I can. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I always say to people, you don't have to fucking wait till if you're going to donate, you don't have to wait till I'm live to do it. My PayPal is always in the description. So you can go back through any number of my lives and my PayPal's there. So you can donate just out of nowhere if you wanted to. You don't have to wait until I'm live to do so. But here's the most hurtful thing out of all of it is the fact that people still call me names because they think that I'm trying to scam people. Yeah, exactly. Standing up for a friend is important. Well, Jen, for what it's worth, you've always been an amazing, honest, and true friend with me. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all being such amazing people to me. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. It's very, very hard because, like, because I don't have my spare phone. I have to pay, like at the moment I'm very low on data, so I had to pay Optus an additional $10 to be able to do this live tonight, so I get a 24-hour cycle of free data. $10 or thereabouts, I think. I can't remember, but I know it's about that much. So I'm okay to do that, but every time that, like I said, I listen to YouTube as I go off to sleep because I can't stand silence. You know, it chews into the 200 gigs I get a month. And because there's times where I could sleep up to 10 hours, that's 10 hours of YouTube playing and data, it gets dwindled. So if I get below a certain amount, I have to then, you know, renew it and get a free day of data. So if you can help, please do. If you can't, that's fine. I hesitated with that, didn't I? Sorry, guys. But like I said, it comes down to the fact that I don't understand how there could be people out there who have channels that dedicate themselves to drama, 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 criticizing people, making people feel like shit, hurting other people's feelings. That one day, that one little comment that you might think, oh, it was just off the cuff, just a spur of the moment thing, or in the heat of the moment, or whatever, and that could actually cause irreparable damage to so many people. Like you can think that you're achieving something and it only takes one person to say something negative and it can undo all that work that you've been trying so fucking hard. No, I can't till I get to 1,000 and more than a certain amount of hours, and I don't want to do membership because I would rather people like us. like I said, I would rather people know that, you know, that money can go towards a loaf of bread. You know what I mean? And plus, at the end of the day, it's going to sound really horrible, but I see it as if you can donate $3 a month to that, put it in my PayPal instead, please. Yes, I understand that, but don't forget with membership, YouTube takes a cut. But no, I just see it as that I don't like if there's people out there who don't want to do PayPal and it's going to sound really, really bad to say this, and I'm going to say it anyway. Message me privately and I'll send you my banking details. That might be easier for some people. I don't know. But, I just want people just to be. I don't know if they do take a cut, but knowing my luck, when it comes to YouTube, they probably do. But I don't know. I've got to look into that more. But the thing is that I had nearly 600 I had over 600 subscribers at one stage, and guess what? I have less than that now. So until I could get up to 1,000 and all that sort of stuff, and like I said, if you can handle listening to my annoying voice, please go back through some of my lives and just listen to what I'm talking about and stuff, and see what sometimes I had to endure and stuff, and see what you liked and what I. Hang on, be careful though. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Okay, no worries. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, thank you, DJ. Appreciate that, sweetheart. Well, maybe if they stop saying that everything has to be over 1,000 subscribers in so many hours, it'd make it easier for people not to be able to use PayPal. Just an idea. But like I said, I just think that whatever happens in the future with my channel, I'll do everything on my like. Even if I end up going through just Facebook Live, then I'll do the audit. Bit crap, but at least I'll be able to see who's coming in and out. But no, I am going to get going, guys, because I am feeling a little bit and I need to wash my hair. And even though I woke up fairly late today, I am tired, and I'm sorry, but yes. But like I said, feel free to donate in PayPal. Feel free to donate. Well, that's the only way you can do it, really. All right, again soon. But like I said, until next time, good afternoon, good evening. Care and be good to others and be good to yourself. Bye.